Hey everybody, this is Caesar with Small Engine Velocity coming at you with another video. Today I wanted to kind of go over some of the stuff I've been doing with the Ruckus. It's the GY6 Ruckus. I've been making a lot of changes and not really making videos on how to do it because it's simple stuff like painting wheels or putting on a bigger tire or something like that. I got the bike on the lift in the garage and I just kind of wanted to share with you what has been going on. And what's cool about being on the lift is that I don't have to bend over really much to be able to show you what's on the bike. But let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so first things first, the biggest and most noticeable difference is in the front. I put a 190 and it looks meatier, but the cool part is that it doesn't look tiny anymore inside of there. It used to look super tiny. I also removed the fender and we also painted the rim black. If you can see it, it's black now, which kind of makes this silver stand out, but it's okay. There are other silver parts on the bike. Then we had an extra battery box at the shop, which was black. I put the pinstripe on and it had the signal lights, this is the first time I've had signal lights on this bike. Thinking about painting this orange to kind of pull some more orange from the rear to the front. It's been really lopsided. That's kind of the reason why I wanted to do this. Everything else is pretty much the same here. And then you go to the back and I installed an ankle biter that's orange that goes over this. I'm sorry that it's so dark, but it's late in the evening. I worked late last night, so I wasn't able to record during the day because I slept. A little nick here. But this was painted at the shop, and then it's also orange, and I guess I won't be able to accidentally touch this or run into it. If you ask Lee, one time I hit a curb and this dry face was rolling against a parking bump, which was terrible. And then the back wheel is black. Can't see it very well. There's still some nicks on the edge of the rim because the exhaust, if you look at the clearance, if you can see it right here, the clearance is very narrow right there. And then everything else is pretty much the same still across the bike. What I'm having problems with right now is that if you can see a little bit of gas down there, the fitting for the hose that goes into the tank is loose. It was designed for a smaller hose, and my problem is that this hose fits this barbed fittings off of here, but when you get up to the carb, it's much smaller, so you can't, it's either too small or too big on each end. So I went with bigger on here to try to make it fit on there. Redid the gasket, and that's pretty much it for it right now. I have this R1 fender, which I have been experimenting with ways to make this fit. It was originally for the Get, but I really want to see if there's a way I can make this kind of sit in here. And really the main purpose of the rear fender for me is to, one, keep crap from splashing all inside of here and getting it all dirty and up on here. If I really wanted to protect myself in the rain, then the fender would have to be like way out here like that, and that's just not going to happen. I mean, I guess I could connect it to like the swing arm for the suspension or something like that, but oh, actually it would be centered if I did it. I don't know, we'll see. It needs 2 points of contact to be able to, or else it'll just kind of flap around in there whenever I got it connected. I do have some other parts. Well, hold on. So I still have the OKO 30mm. What I want to do is when I get the 171 stuff together, I want to go ahead and use that carb again. where it's actually useful. I'm also getting the 61mm big bore valve, the big valve head for the motor. I intend to do some port matching and polishing and possibly a slight deck on it, who knows. I also want to change the cam to an A12 to give it a little bit more, a different kind of curve as far as intake and exhaust on the length of time and how far it opens. To maybe give myself a little bit more power, but that's the extent of it. These are all NCY parts, and I'm going to go ahead and, of course, order them from Ruck City and get them and install them. I'm also debating to do like what Lee did, and since I'm going to do 171, do a high flow high flow oil pump, and then put an oil cooler in. If you put a high flow oil pump in with the oil cooler, then you'll get a better flow through that oil cooler, because whenever you use a stock oil pump, it kind of just swishes in and out and then kind of moves over. It's not really flowing through it, so we'll see how that goes. But I'd like to do all those at the same time, so right now I'm just gathering parts. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick update. If you guys have any other suggestions I should do to the bike, and eventually I want to do rims, but that's literally the last thing I want to do. And since this is a never-ending project of other parts, that last thing will probably take until next summer. We'll see. If I get a good deal, then I get a good deal, and then I can put it in, and then I'll be happy. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments below about all the black on the bike, if I should paint the front orange around the headlight bracket, and what you think about the 171. I still don't even have sliders in there yet, so I'm going for power before I'm going for tuning, so that's kind of against my motto. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy, subscribe, and I will see everybody next time.